what's happening? It's yours truly, Javon Freeman, back with another one. I'm gonna start this off by saying at the Instagram at v.o.m.experience, on the YouTube page, like, comment, share, subscribe, email me questions, videos you may possibly want me to react to. The link is on the Instagram page, and don't be afraid to use the Cash App. It's in the bio on the YouTube channel. Without further ado, we just want to get straight into this. I don't want to waste too much time. I think this is a good video, another informational video that I think is very pertinent to how we should be looking at life as we're moving forward in time. All right, without further ado, let's get on into this. Yeah, I'm here. You're here. Cool. Let's get this going.
Weakening. In the past 3,000 years, our planet's magnetic field has lost about 30% of its strength, and it's still dropping. But here's what most people don't know. This might be just the beginning of something much bigger. Stay with me because I'm about to show you how this invisible force protects us every single day, and what might happen when it starts to fail. So, Earth's magnetic field is our planet's first line of defense, an invisible shield stretching far into space. Without it, Earth would look a lot more like Mars, a barren world stripped of its atmosphere by the solar wind. But what exactly?
That's very important. I think that's highly important. Think about it. If there is no magnetic field, what does that mean? That means the elements that make up the compounds in our atmosphere would then be able to freely. There's pulling it in. And when I say pulling it, I mean pulling on the negative polarities and the positive polarities of the electrons within the atoms. What does that do for you? We are made of the same substance. So theoretically, a number of things can happen. We could be shot off into space. Our bodies would just dissipate. But even as this is taking place, let's look at it from a perspective. Over the last 3,000 years, we lost 30% of the magnetic field, as he said. So what does that mean? There's 30% of us being lost. That's on a magnetic plateau. You say on quantum, maybe on a compositional degree. And so relate that into real time is you have a fortress, right? When you have a very fortress, you get to sit back, take a deep breath. But say your fortress, your shield is being decayed. After a certain point, you're going to need to develop the intellect, or the proactiveness to actually balance that out, fix it, so you can go back to relax. Or if you don't fix it, you will then end up learning certain skills to protect because you put up a barrier to you and to keep yourself shielded from something in the first place. Let's move forward into this.
What is this shield, and how does it work? Earth is just like a giant bar magnet, but instead of a solid piece of metal, the source is actually a massive ocean of liquid iron swirling deep beneath our feet.
The liquid iron, I don't know if actual. I'm not sure if they dropped anything that's actually survived what's in the planet. I think it might be theoretical. I think this is still theoretical, but it would make sense because they would have to be something at the core to even contain a magnetic source, which would help dictate or facilitate motion or current or flow of atomic discharge collection.
This molten sea, about 1,800 miles below the surface, creates electrical currents hundreds of miles wide, flowing at thousands of miles per hour as Earth rotates. Scientists call this the geodynamo, nature's own power plant. The spinning metal creates a magnetic bubble around Earth called the magnetosphere. It's not a perfect sphere, though. It's more like a windsock in space. The solar wind, a stream of charged particles from the sun, compresses it on the day side and stretches it into a long tail on the night side. But here's the really cool part. This magnetic field creates two giant donut-shaped zones called the Van Allen belts.
Now, this image is very important because this right here, you can now on a much micro scale from the planet, you can almost use that to say, hey, that's the equivalent to a human being's aura. You can't see with the naked eye with our naked eye, but with the technology we have, you can certainly see a person's aura around them, and that's literally a mixture of things, hormonal balance, thought processes, which is elicting certain hormonal balances and imbalances, environment, meaning where you're placed on the planet, the geographical frequency, how strong the magnetic field where you are, the concentration of it is, and there's one more thing. I think your thermal energy as well. So you're breathing, and this is where you see a lot of change in biology. I might do another video going into biology because it all relates. How we look at our body systems is different. Mind you, our modern medicine is a derivative of what humans have already and whatnot. If we didn't throughout history of ancestors burn certain books like in the Library of Alexandria, there was books that some are still not gonna act like they're not, allegedly, of course. You would see certain civilizations actually had certain organs doing other processes. So what I've been speculating, and this is just from my understanding and analysis and observation, being in the medical field, seeing how the body works. Even with my own body, because I have the same organs as every other human for the most part. For a lack of a better example, you just isn't really very large valve, and the valve works off of the pressure is created by the lumps, which would make sense. Your breathing change the pressure in your body, and then that will determine whether the valves in your heart open or not. Your valves are pressure not electrical determined to act as a pump. Something on average, if your heart is supposed to be as big as your fist, maybe a little bit bigger, it's not theoretically possible for it to pump the blood to your furthest extremity. It's very difficult. You would have to build up enough pressure behind the valve itself. So say okay. Say this opening here is a valve, right? It's closed. I would have to build up enough pressure to where the other side of this valve shoots open, and everything is flowing through, and that would take breathing. The lungs is what's expanding inside your body, and so that's forcing the atmospheric pressure inside of your body to change, and that would help force blood to cycle through. So how you instead of your lungs being just for oxygen absorption and waste excretion. Your heart would then be a valve, and your lungs is the pump. So there would be breathing techniques, shallow breathing from the upper chest, and then there will be much more in-depth breathing with the diaphragm. And when you expand the diaphragm, there will be more in your lungs to take air, forcing your blood to actually go towards your furthest extremities of the body, creating more pressure and a circulatory system,
which trap harmful radiation from space.
Where the sound go? See, this is not. That is no bueno. I don't appreciate that at all. Saying is playing, but I don't hear it.
Some people just know they can save hundreds on car insurance by checking Allstate first. Like, to check your school's saying first.
Earth's shield.
This is the second time this has happened.
Earth's shield.
It's active.
Shield is weakening.
Oh, how embarrassing. That's alright. I'm just doing a little bit of system editing right now.
In the past three.
Man. Oh, still not playing. Oh man, this is outrageous.
Earth's shield is weakening. In the past 3,000 years, our planet's magnetic field has lost about 30% of its.
Hold on. My earbud dying? My earbud isn't dying. So why? This is interesting. And I don't want to restart this because I'm already so far into the video. Alright, that's playing on the laptop. I don't want it playing on the laptop though.
Side.
What in the world is going on?
But here's.
Let me try this. All right. What I think was that. Let me see.
Here's the really cool.
Okay. My earbuds disconnected to my phone. Disconnected from the laptop, been connected to my phone. I'm listening to audio and the earbuds. It sounds better through here, but the mic is working through my webcam. Ugh, how embarrassing. All right. I'm gonna back this up a little bit. That took way too long, Jay. All right. You guys are with me. I'm with you.
Launches it into a long tail on the night side. But here's the really cool part. This magnetic field creates two giant donut-shaped zones called the Van Allen belts, which trap harmful radiation from space. Think of them as Earth's very own particle accelerator, catching cosmic rays and solar particles before they can reach us. But this shield isn't as stable as we once thought. In fact, right now, something strange is happening to our magnetic defenses, and it's happening faster than anyone expected. Remember when I said our magnetic shield is weakening? Well, scientists have discovered a massive weak spot over the South Atlantic Ocean, stretching from South America to Africa. They call it the South Atlantic Anomaly, and it's like a dent in our magnetic armor where the field is.
This is very important. So we know for the fact that there are things at play. There are things at play in the human existence that we do not see with the naked eye. And what we do see with the naked eye, whether it be our clothes, the trees, the spiders, deers, other human beings, cars, cell phones, paper, all accounts for one at most, and that's on the best day with the greatest circumstances of your own vision. At most, 1% of the spiders, deers, other human beings, cars. So what does this mean with our paper? All accounts for one. We're not most, and that's ultraviolet radiation from the sun at degrees circumstances of your own vision. Taking in the last 1,000 years of the visual light spectrum, gamma radiation. There's a whole lot going on. So what does this mean with our magnetic X-ray shield being down? We're also taking in ultraviolet radiation from the sun at degrees that we haven't been taking in the last 2,000 years. We're taking in gamma radiation than what we have before. So radio waves. I don't know if you guys have been paying attention to Trump's latest addresses. He's saying this is a golden age. There's another one. This is now a golden age. Yeah. You have to. There's degrees to it. Yes, we're taking golden age for certain groups of people than what we have now before. So I don't know if you guys have been paying attention to other people. Trump's latest addresses. He's saying this is a golden age. When you have melanin golden age, you have to. There's degrees of ultraviolet radiation. Yes, it's golden age for certain groups of people because now they're getting exposed to different degrees of energy. If other people melanated, it would be harder to take in. Put it on a shallow spectrum. When you have melanin, you are already taking in high degrees of human radiation. Doesn't have sunscreen because you have this human body that does component to break those things down. The one that does, if you're melanated, just like a regular human body, take in certain degrees of ultraviolet radiation. So that's being cross sunscreen. Thermal radiation is being released. A human body that doesn't have sunscreen applied to it, and a human body that does have sunscreen applied to it, look like a melanated. The one that doesn't, it looks just like a regular human body. Their skin is showing from their thermal radiation isn't being released. It's also when you show the human body with sunscreen on, so they look as if they're melanated. You can Google the screen in which the technology is showing them their thermal radiation is being. What also happens is you're also going to start seeing genetic anomalies. It's being gamma radiation, I think, is also so they look as if they're melanated. You can Google this DNA sequencing and genome expression. So now what also happens is you're also going to start seeing genetic molecular responding. Gamma radiation, I think, is also very important. This gamma radiation as well. DNA sequencing, radiation, genome expression. Examples like the Hawk, radio waves. A lot of these fictional characters are molecular responding, human ability, but too much of it can cause of gamma radiation. Gamma radiation as well, with high degrees of gamma radiation. You can take examples like any person has like the Hawk, high degrees of stress in a lot of these fictional characters or personifications of human abilities, right? So say high doses of gamma radiation does play with your foot smashed, can make a person very aggressive. What happens to any person that's under high degrees of stress away, or say you've been hit by a car, intensified, but it's just your leg, say yell, kick, scream. There's a level of fight. You get your foot smashed being applied to you that's making you react a certain way. Same thing could be said for first thing you're going to do is yell, kick, scream, and try to pull away. Or say you've been hit by energy as well, but it was just your leg. You're going to yell, kick, scream. But there's a level of fight. You go to Chernobyl. There's a level of energy still highly being applied to you that's making you react a certain way. Once you get to be said, there's high doses of radiation being applied to you. Your first instinct is to run away forms of energy as well. But damage is certainly done at that. Say hypothetically, now you're to Chernobyl. Chernobyl is still highly radioactive, right? Our magnetic field gets going to where there's high doses of radiation being applied to you. Your first instinct is to run away and get away from it. But damage is already done at that point. So if this is the energy being applied to me, and then this is how I behave, what about the behaviors of others who can't sit there and actually digest what's going on in certain energies? And now you have to sit there and say to yourself, as a wise, so then this is electric person, you have to sit there and say behaviors that are more. If this is the energy being applied to me, and then this is how I behave, what about the behaviors of others who can't sit there and actually digest what's going on?
This weak spot isn't just an interesting scientific curiosity.
So then this is
it's already causing problems.
Choices,
Satellites passing through this region regularly experience electronic glitches and failures. It's like they're passing through a cosmic weak spot where our shield can't protect them as well. But that's not all. Earth's magnetic poles are on the move. The magnetic North Pole is racing toward Siberia at an astounding 34 miles per year. That's about 3 times faster than it was moving in the 1990s. Imagine if your compass started becoming less reliable every year. Scientists have found evidence of this pattern before. By studying ancient rocks, they've discovered that Earth's magnetic field has flipped completely, with north becoming south and south becoming north, hundreds of times in our planet's history. The last major reversal happened about 780,000 years ago.
See, so now when you Google certain things, you have to be very skeptical, right? He just told you the last major, let me see, let's run it back.
The last major reversal happened about 780,000 years ago.
Major reversal 780,000 years ago. So what could have made it major was so the now when you Google certain things, you have to be very skeptical, right? He just told you the last major let's run it back of energy flowing through the planet and through the magnetic field at that 780,000 years ago. So what could have made it major was the degree of speed or velocity in which it changed, the intensity, so much stuff going on up here. When you energy flowing through the planet, AI and through the magnetic field at that time while it was changing, it could have left years or something like that. That's where you got to be very skeptical of information. There's no way so much thing that you gotta have some common sense here. If a small planet is moving, when you Google, at what rate it does, AI will tell you, it takes place every 7 years. There's no 11 years or something like that. That's where you gotta be very skeptical of information of size of our planet. There's no way if a small planet, you gotta have some common sense. It would be if a small planet is moving at the rate it does. If you go outside when it comes to its magnetic field, and you there's low your breath as hard as you can on an hundreds, the ant is going to be under high degrees of stress and it's moving at that pace. If that is the case, it would be because you are so astronomically big and it takes thousands of ants just to make up like one human, and you it would be a major breath as hard as you can on an stars. The ant is going to be under high degrees of stress and it's probably going to start thinking that a hurricane is taking place. So because we are so astronomically big and it takes thousands of ants just to make up when you're looking at this information, you also got to see it would be a major effect to that. There are suns and stars that will make our star perspective like Pluto. all over the universe. You know, the average person. So we don't want to. These are things that you gotta have in mind. Mass hysteria and things. And also, when you're looking at this information, you also gotta hide the information because whether it's the government or scientists, they're saying here come a mission perspective of. And you know, the average person, we don't want to scare energy you can't see. Karma isn't necessarily a religious nature, which is highly understood. However, you can't energetic the information because now you're lying by admission or omission.
But how does a magnetic flip actually work?
And
remember that ocean of liquid iron.
There's energy you can't
changes
see.
in how
Karma
it flows
isn't
can weaken some parts of the field and strengthen others.
Speaks to the spiritual
During a reversal, the field doesn't just switch off and on like a light switch.
Recall when I said your aura can be affected depending on the degree of strength of the magnetic field in which you're standing on the planet or where you're standing on the planet.
It's more like a dimmer that gradually fades down and then builds back up in the opposite direction.
Recall when I said
the process can take anywhere from a few hundred to a few thousand years to complete.
Field
During
in which
this
you're
time,
standing
we
on the
wouldn't be
planet
left
or where
completely
you're standing on
defenseless.
the planet.
The field becomes more complex with multiple magnetic poles popping up in unexpected places.
And now, mind you, if you look at what the video was showing you, 40.9 thousand years ago, humans have been here for hundreds of thousands of years. So now you got to sit there and say, well, how, when you get theories like the Mayan calendar, the planet's going to end in 2012. How is this the case? And now, mind you, if you look at what the video was showing, completely different. 40.9 thousand years ago, humans have been here for energy hundreds of thousands of years. So now you got to sit there and say, they're saying the planet was going to end. Theories like the physical the Mayan calendar, the planet's going to end in 2012. How is this the case? Well, the magnetic field was completely different. It could have been a lot weaker, so there could have been a higher degree of energy that the people were taking on. Their intellect was higher, and whether they're saying the planet was going to end, it might not have been completely different from 2012. Physical plateau, 2012 was way different. Plateau, meaning the world in which your favorite artist was the number one thing in the world. And I want to be like Mike is the hottest thing understanding. Now, if you look at the world that we're in today, Mike is a great guy, but there's nobody greater than me in my own body. Life before 2012 was way different. It shifted. We now have technology to get along. Okay, we're no longer favorite artist was the number one thing in the world. I want to be like Mike is the hottest thing in the world. In live time, we can have our president. Mike is a great guy, but there's nobody greater than me in my own body. You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? The mentality is shifted. We now have technology to where it's like, okay, we're no longer just on these social media apps. We're 40.9 thousand years live stuff. Because of these social media apps, in live time, we can have our president saying they're eating the cat in the video. They're eating the dog. You see what I'm saying? And you got to look at there's a level of connection here that's taking place at a different point in time. We're critically analyze what's 1,000 years and also what's not being said from when this is
places.
Theoretically
Think of it like a choir transitioning between songs.
So
there's a period where
is how
both
you gotta
melodies
look at and
overlap.
think and rationalize these things.
What's
and
crucial to
sit back
understand
and,
is that we're not necessarily headed for an
critically
imminent flip.
analyze what's being said and also what's not being
Scientists
said.
have identified shorter events called excursions, where the field weakens significantly but then recovers without fully reversing. These happen about 10 times more frequently than full reversals, and we might be entering one of these periods now.
And pay attention to the words that's being used. This is why they say study your words, study languages, study etymology. Excursions is just what? Trips within a trip. Right? You go on vacation and you say, hey, we're going to go on an excursion, and the whole time you're taking dirt bikes to the words that's being through the dunes. This is why they go back to your hotel room in a country, study languages, study etymology, and then you're going to fly back home. Excursions you just went on a trip, on a trips within a trip. An excursion, right? You go on vacation and you say, hey, I'm going to go on an excursion while you're taking traveling in the meantime, or still traveling through space. Before you go back to your hotel room, this is our planet that you're not native to. Our planet is, and then you're going to fly back home. But you just went on a trip. On a trip, moving in space too. And excursion. See what I'm saying? So it doesn't matter the direction. Something took place. This is while you were traveling in the meantime. We're still traveling through space. So this is our sun. This is our planet. Still traveling. Our planet is moving around. But also our sun is still
But
moving in
what does all
space
this
too.
mean for life
You
on
see what I'm
Earth?
saying? So it doesn't matter the
First,
direction.
the good
This
news.
is
We're
what's
not heading for a
happening
doomsday
throughout
scenario.
time, even though the planet
Remember,
is
life on
moving
Earth
around
has
our
survived
sun
hundreds of these
and it's
reversals
circling. Our
before.
sun is still
In
traveling
fact, there's
throughout
no evidence
space and
that past
time.
reversals caused any mass extinctions. The most immediate effect is visible in our technology. Satellites passing through the South Atlantic anomaly need extra shielding, and some even shut down their sensitive electronics when passing through this region. As the field continues to weaken, these effects could become more widespread. What about radiation reaching Earth's surface? Here's something most people don't know. Our atmosphere is actually our main shield against radiation, and it's as effective as a 13-foot thick concrete wall. Even if the magnetic field weakens significantly, the atmosphere will still protect us from most harmful radiation. However, some animals might face challenges. Species.
What did I say? I haven't seen this video. I'm super glad I got up and I did this, came across it. I say, you know what, this may be interesting. Shout out to the universe. Stay prayed up. This is amazing. I just sat here and explained it without even knowing this was going to happen. I have a weird way of speaking things into existence. What did I say? I love it. I haven't seen this video. I'm super glad I got up and I did this, came across it. I say, you know what, this may be interesting. Shout out to the universe. Stay prayed up. This is amazing. I just sat here and explained it without even knowing this was going to happen. Because now imagine weird way of speaking things into this is a show. I love it. I'm here for it. This is why I'm bringing you guys along in the journey. I don't even know what's going to. Is a I might be wrong. Everybody can't get. But what I do know is if it's going to affect a shelled creature, what will that do to humans? Anyway, flesh body. This is cool because now imagine what's the exoskeleton. This is a shelled creature. I forgot the word for it. It's displaying a turtle. I don't even know what it's going to say. I might be wrong on this. I don't know. But what I do know is if it's going to affect a shelled creature, I'll look it up. What will that do to humans? We're flesh body. But if it's affecting creatures with exoskeletons, surely affect us as well. I forgot the word for it. Skeleton on the we have internal skeletons.
They use magnetic fields for navigation.
Exoskeletons. I'll look it up. Hold on. Later on. That ain't no good. But if it's affecting creatures with exoskeletons, it will surely affect us as well. What is going here? Oh, it's doing it again. Hold on. That ain't no good. Nah, son. This ain't right. Hold on. What is going here? Okay.
Species that use magnetic fields for navigation, like sea turtles, whales, and some birds, would need to adapt. But given that these changes happen over many generations, they would likely have time to evolve new navigation strategies. Scientists estimate that at the current state of decay, it might take several centuries or even a millennium before we reach a critical point. This gives us time to prepare our technology and infrastructure. Space agencies are already developing better radiation shielding for satellites and spacecraft. Power grid operators are installing equipment to protect against geomagnetic storms, which could become more common as the field weakens. We're living in a unique time where we can actually study this process as it happens. With satellites like the European Space Agency's Swarm mission constantly monitoring our magnetic field, we're learning more about these changes than ever before. So while Earth's magnetic field is indeed changing, it's not time to panic. This is a slow, natural process that our planet has gone through many times before. What makes this time different is that we're here to witness and understand it. If you found this look into Earth's magnetic future interesting, hit subscribe.
So yeah, I think this was great. Very important. They say it's on a slower process, but what they're not explaining is that even though it's taking place on a much slower scale, the degree at which it's happening can impact us very much so. The concentrations at which these cosmic events are happening can change things in an instant. We're having more solar flares, solar events taking place that we've seen in a long time. I think this was great. Went on long enough. Again, I'm on Instagram at the.o.m.experience. I have an email up there. Email me videos, topics, ideas you may want me to cover, give some insight to, analyze. Consultant Freeman Services, I am here for you. Down below, like, comment, share, subscribe. Definitely pass on this information. I don't mind being wrong. I'm not above reproach. However, this information has to get out there. These degrees and different aspects of understanding has to be put out there and shared to the masses so that we can then push the average further and we can move forward as a collective to higher plateaus. This is a great point in time. We're seeing a lot of things happen. This is something that is going to keep happening, whether we want it to or not. We're already transitioned. We're in a transitional period from the Piscean age into the age of Aquarius. Age of Aquarius is known for enlightenment, more intellect and truth coming to light as well. So a lot of deceit, lies, deception that is taking place has to be uncovered if things are going to transpire without major domino effects. And a lot of people are going to want to circumnavigate, what may be coming for them. We all have energy that comes back to us. This video being out right now is a metaphorical stone being casted into the ocean, and a ripple effect of 360 degrees will take place inevitably. So, like I said, like, comment, share, subscribe. Don't be afraid to use the Cash App. Take the link, send it to somebody you love. This is awesome. I appreciate this. Ciao.